of a bitch. I might need one more minute if you can hear me. I forgot shit. I had to come back. No, my cat's gonna kill me, Savvy. Probably can't even hear me.
Oh, it's still live. Right then, there we go. We are live. So then, good evening to this, another Friday. Oh, it says internet connection is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, there we go. What on air? Right, sorry. Sorry about that. Don't know what on earth happened there. But anyways, we are back. I hope. I don't think I could see the chat thing, unfortunately. But, no, I can see the chat. My apologies. Right, anyways, welcome back to a brand new season of the BTCC with STDash84 Season 11. Around the Brands Hatch, the Indy circuit. I am your commentator as always, Sean, and I'm just going to finger off the chat here, so I won't be able to see because I think it's playing up. I don't know why, but anyways, so yeah, brand new season, and we are using the 2020 cars for this season. Looking here at Rob Adams, we'll go through the drivers actually as we go along. So you've got Adams followed by his teammate there, Alex Austin. If I remember correctly, these two are actually teammates in the Super GTs all those months ago, and they're driving for the Laser Tools Racing. And you got Sean Cool just coming out of the pit lane. His teammate is Ben Milton in the WSR BMW. Next up we have the BTC Norland Racing with Thomas Walsh, and his teammate is this guy, Adam Piper. Behind him, you see there is Brian Ross. He's driving a Hyundai Accelerate Motorsports, and his teammate is Chris Clements. There he is, just making his way through Druids. Next team is the BMW, the Team Parker Racing. That is Ethan Graham, and his teammate is beside him too, because they've stayed in the pit lane. That's Lewis Edwards. Next up is Motorbase, with Liam McEwen leading the way, and his teammate yet again is Ash Sharp. And the defending champion, wherever he is, he's in the pit lane. There he is, Nathan Tompkinson. He is racing in the Power Maxed Racing Vauxhall livery, but he's in a Lexus. And his teammate is Nathan Myers, making his way towards the chicane. I don't think I've missed anyone out. Have I? I don't think I have. I think I've covered through all the teams. 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have. I hope we have. I think we do. Right, anyways. So there's new changes into this championship. Completely new changes now done to the championship. We're still racing on the super softs and on the medium tyres. However, there will be no fuel or tyre usage, which means there'll be no more pit stops. It's just an absolute brawl from the first race to the last, pretty much. The medium tyre must be used in one of the 3 races, and this also goes with it too. The teammate cannot use the same medium tyre in the same race. So say for example we see Clements there, he's racing on the mediums for race 1. That means Brian Ross cannot race those medium tyres in the same race as him. Ross has got to use his medium tyres either in race 2 or race 3. 5-minute qualifying for each race now. The ball draw has been gone, the reverse grid has now been gone. Pole position points and fastest lap points for all of the races. And hopefully it's going to be a lot more close and competitive championship that we have seen in the last previous 2 seasons, as they've been pretty much been walkaways really for Nicholas Carl and for Tompkinson in that retrospective. Still waiting for me, a co-commentator, to come back there. He's just busy on doing some stuff, unfortunately, but he will be back for sure. So looking here at the fastest guy in practice is Lewis Edwards in the Team Parker BMW. 45.869. He did that on a set of super softs, but he's now on to the medium tyres. Closely followed behind there is Rob Adams, sorry, in the Laser Tools Mazda. And lo and behold, we've got Jetty Bear back, I think.
Culture time I'd be back yet. I don't understand why you keep starting before I'm here.
So how you doing then, Jetty? Brand new season, should be exciting.
Yeah, always, you know. Gonna see a bunch of people running those, you know, 40s around Brands Hatch oval. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be tense, tight racing, and I just want to see who the first person is to hit the wall, like off of, I don't know any of the turn names here, after the hairpin.
Oh, Druids.
I know Paddock Hill, that's about it. There you go.
Yeah, Druids, yeah. I think the danger could possibly be the gravel on the exit of Paddock Hill. I did commentate on another series there when cars were just going off at Paddock Hill, so it might happen again.
Paddock Hill's always pretty tough. Honestly, in this layout, I've run it like maybe twice before in some weird things, but that final corner is deceptively long, sweeping, and I would expect to see people, especially when you're battling, just thinking you can take that outside line and the car's going to need to use the whole track and then ending up way off the track around the very back of it. As always in the GT4s, depending, some of them do have a lot of understeer, just kind of like don't want to turn, but just because of the pace that they usually go at, you might have a little bit better control with that whole area, but I would really expect to see a lot of people having trouble with the very final corner, or at least maybe even taking a little bit more careful.
So you've had a look at those rule changes. What do you think of the changes that is done for this season?
I am super interested in this medium thing. I don't know how that works. I guess it's going to probably allow a lot more teamwork between the teammates, so that's pretty interesting. So it might bring the Constructors' Championship a little bit closer and tighter as people find out ways to, you know, get their extra points on the mediums and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be extremely interesting to kind of see how all that's going to play out with the medium tires. And I'm trying to look up the other rule change, but I can't find it right now. There was
also another change that I said that I forgot to bring up.
Chatted too much.
Yeah, I've been chatting too much. Yeah, it was you are allowed to bump draft, but only with your teammate. So you know, yeah.
Useless here. Absolutely useless at Brands Hatch, so rule change that we will see implemented in some other round, because if my teammate is bumping me anywhere on Brands Hatch, maybe the start finish straight, and maybe like after Druids, but not after Druids, no, not in the slightest too much. Like, I'm being a little bit worrisome. It is, you'd have to have a lot of confidence in your driving skills and your teammates' driving skills to just be bumping and running you all around Brands Hatch.
Well, I think we're having a bit of a sexy party here between the two Team Parker Racing BMWs and Mr. Piper. Probably having a sexy party with some cocoa cocoa flavoured on it. Qualifying is happening in a minute there, and Edwards just sliding his way out of Surtees then. And Ben is just letting us know that we're starting soon. Yes, indeed we are. We are broadcasting it right now as we speak. I think obviously one person that we are definitely missing to Jerry Bears too is Colin Barrow. He's decided to give ACC a crack, so all the very best to Colin Barrow for that. Hope we get to see him again.
He's gone.
Yeah.
That's all there is to that. That's game over. Everyone who touches that game, and like even me on PS4, it's just like, God, I love this game. It's so good. And then your frames drop to like 2 if you're on PS4, and it's like, yeah, so that's not so fun. Back to GT Sport. But no, ACC has a fantastic game. GT Sport has a fantastic game. They do two completely separate things amazingly.
Oh, here we go then. Ben has started the qualifying. It's going to be interesting to see what tyre they're going to come out in. We've got 6 people watching. Is there any
tyre rules about you have to start on mediums if you're going to race on mediums in the first race?
Well, I think so. I'm just looking at Ben. He's on mediums. So, yeah, it looks like we've got Edwards on mediums, Clements on mediums. We've got, who else was on mediums? We've got Tompkinson also starting on mediums. You got Thomas Welsh on mediums, Austin on mediums. So yeah, I think everyone trying to get the medium tyres out the way already as the two Parker Racing boys heading their way out there, led by Ethan Graham, then Edwards, and then Piper behind. Hopefully these two, them three will get themselves together. And now you got Nathan Myers, and then there's the defending champion now, Tompkinson, closely followed by McEwen. So 5-minute qualifying. Who do you think will get the pole position then?
I mean, we got to look at the super soft drivers, so it'd be tough for a medium driver like Tompkinson or anyone to get it. Liam's on super soft, so he's been quick before. Piper's on the super soft, and it's like, what, a 48-second lap or something like that?
So it's about 45, 46 second, roughly.
Yeah, so like there's not a whole bunch of time in the lap to lose, so I would expect some pretty tight laps. You would think everyone, for the most part, would just kind of follow each other, so it kind of turns into a little bit of a crapshoot as to who's going to get it. But yeah, I think all the mediums, like, the best they can do is like Tompkinson, who has Liam behind him on the super softs, and Liam's just like losing, like this lap hardly even counts anymore. Like, he's following the mediums pace at this time. So he's gonna have to try to find some way to probably get, and it's just so tough on this track, like where are you supposed to get air? There's a couple people in the back we can see that are kind of getting separated out, like Thomas has his area. Look at Rossi, he's on super softs and has clean air. That could be helpful.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I think for a track like this, where there isn't a predominantly...
clean air on the super softs, racing a BMW, you know, he's kind of probably my favorite right now, because I just noticed that. We'll have to see who else is in a BMW.
Yeah, I was just about to say then that on a track like this, there isn't a predominantly straight line.
Oh, there's Ben in the BMW. You knew it. You knew he was going to be in it. All right. I'm not rooting for anybody. I'm just pulling for the BMWs. It's no big deal.
Before I say this again, this track is not predominantly known for straight lines, so obviously having clear air could be the good strategy to get yourself a pole position time here, unless if you're starting the race on medium tyres, like I'm looking at Ash Sharp is. So I don't think he's going to get the challenging for the pole position, but at the moment it is Adam leading the way as Tompkinson improves his time. So yeah, I think it seems to me that having clean air is very good. Brian improves, Austin improves. So too does Milton, he does improve. Cool improves as well. Cool goes up to 4th place. So about 2 minutes to go around here, as Adams is setting his purple in sector 1. He's already a quarter of a second ahead of Ethan in the Parker Racing BMW. Then Piper in 3rd, Sean in 4th, McEwen in 5th. Then it's Nathan Myers in 6th, and then Ben Milton, the best of the medium tyres, in 7th place ahead of Edwards. And Edwards just improves, but not that much. I think Piper
in the 2nd and Liam into 3rd.
Yeah, Piper actually. Piper into 2nd. As there's yellow flag, someone is spun. That is Piper actually. Piper spun at Paddock Hill. Brian again improves.
Is ahead of some super softs right now, by the way, on his medium pace, so that's looking pretty good for him.
Well, I was saying there, Milton's on mediums and he's 8th.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, Tompkinson is 6th. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Yeah, Tompkinson's gone even quicker. Yeah, so that's good for both of them. They've already got some super softs passed at this point.
And he's blue again, so he's going to be a little bit quicker. Not going to improve Cool's time because there is like a quarter of a second between Cool to Tompkinson. But let's see what this time will do. McEwen tucked up into the slipstream. Liam goes to the pole. Liam goes to the pole. 45.9. Yeah, he gets a great one there because the Lexus is very quick on that straight line. So I think that's what helped a lot.
He caught someone, like, because catching Tompkinson where you can actually use your super softs on the mediums because he's pulling him, that just was like really good. It probably actually helped him get like at least half a tenth of a second down that back straight.
So there you go, there's your current pole sitter at the moment with 22 seconds to go in the qualifying session. It is the Motorbase Performance Hyundai of Liam McEwen, the Season 8 champion, could get his the first pole position of the brand new season. This just goes through the Brabham Stream. Yeah, well, McEwen will. That Mazda behind, I don't think he's just going to miss it, and that would be Austin. I think,
Piper no one else.
Piper, Thomas, Clements improves. Clements improves to 8th place now. So good effort from him. But it looks like Tompkinson is stopped as well as Edwards. Yeah, Edwards there. More times they're getting quicker and quicker as Sharp Go improves. Good effort from him. But yeah, there's the new guy, Brian Ross. We have seen him before in the Super GTs. He's 12. And I think that's pretty much qualifying almost over. So there you go, on a short track like this, pole position to last place is only 1.1 second. As Ethan goes quicker, where does that put him? Ethan, that puts him in 5th place. Good effort that from Ethan. 46.2.
I mean, I'm sure Tompkinson's pretty pumped. He ended up qualifying ahead of all the mediums, but pretty much all the super softs ended up getting a lap time back past him. But he's still getting to qualify ahead of all the mediums, so he's leading that pack. And we saw, what was it, last season, about how the mediums and softs will both kind of have their own little races and then come together once all the pits are over. So he's leading that group right off the bat, so that's a good sign.
So here we go then, the first round of Season 11. It is McEwen on the pole, Adams, Piper, Cool, Ethan Graham, Nathan Myers, his teammate Tompkinson, Clements, Edwards, Milton, Austin, Ross, who was 13th again, Walsh and Sharp, as the field will get underway. The first of 20 laps, a brand new season. Lights are on, engine notes rise, and away we go for Season 11. Great start again from McEwen. We know he's known him as a demon starter, and that is proof yet again. The field make their way down towards Paddock Hill for the first time, then Piper in the second, Adams in third, and now side by side with Sean Cool. Nice and clean through Paddock Hill, now into Druids for the first time. Let's have a look at the back of the pack there, as Thomas Walsh is now down in last position. So Sharp's made a good spot. He's already gained 2 spots as a result. Nathan Myers is going to be a big loser out of all of that. He's down to 12th place from starting, I think it was in 6th position. So terrible start. Someone's been shoved out wide, and that's Alex Austin in that Laser Tools Hyundai. So Austin's been pushed out, unfortunately. He'll get back in it. There's plenty of laps to go. But so far, the field making their way through turn 1, and it is McEwen from Piper, from Adams, that's your top 3, then Graham in 4th, and Sean Cool in 5th, and Tompkinson, the first of the medium tyres, in 6th.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's still got that entire medium crew just running pretty much right with him. The
Adams,
separation that they're
Adams
all
and Graham
going
side by side through Paddock Hill. And that's right on board then with the champion so far. Ethan Graham is, sorry, not Ethan Graham, Tompkinson as Graham makes contact with Adams at Druids. Now in towards Graham Hill. Graham gets it sideways. And there through goes Cool, through goes Tompkinson, and Rotary now down into 6th position. And look further behind, his teammate Ethan Graham on those medium tyres as Graham tries to look for a way through. Oh, and Tompkinson runs a little wide. Through again goes Graham. Through goes Edwards. It's now Team Park Racing 5 and 6. Look at Sharp go. He's up into 10th position. Started in 14th. Well, he's lost that spot now to Myers.
Ooh.
Oh, contact there!
Way wide.
Yeah, that was with Clements there. It's all getting a bit fisticuffs already. Oh, welcome to Season 11. Let's have a look then at this, because he was part of it then. So it looked like Edwards ran wide at Paddock Hill. Tompkinson had the move. Clements, yeah, that was like 3 into 1. Really doesn't go. Through goes Milton though as a result of that. Yeah, it's already battling already in the first laps there. Again, full credit to Sharp here, up to 9th. He started dead last, so good effort that from Sharp.
There's a little bit of contact. We had Austin kind of get run wide. Rossi ended up taking advantage and moving past Thomas there at the back, and Austin ended up falling all the way back down to the bottom. But he's still
Thomas
right
having
there.
A look on the inside at Druids. Yep, he's just passed Brian Ross back again. So up into 12th now goes the Nolan driver of Thomas Walsh.
Well, also don't look now, but Milton's gotten up past Tompkinson, so he's up here almost leading the mediums, because now it's, what, Graham and Edward? Nope, just Edward's leading the medium.
Edward's leading the medium chase at the moment, yep.
But he's gotten up in there too, so I guess they never have to change tires, so they're not going to come together, right?
But hopefully not. There was a bit of fisticuffs at the chat earlier between Edwards to Milton, so I think Edwards needs to be on his best behaviour as Tompkinson tries to find a way around the outside of Ben, going into Paddock Hill. That's not going to do it, and he will tuck in behind Ben. Those two were I was going to say those two were teammates, but no, they weren't. No, it was Sean Cool and Tompkinson last season. Clements there in 9th in the Hyundai, followed by Sharp, still running strong in that 10th position as they all run wide at Graham Hill, now making their way towards the Cooper Straight.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, so far Liam's just kind of pulled away here, so it's going to really be nice to see if Piper can start to reel any of that gap down, because Rob's also starting to lose out as well up here at the front of the pack. But right there, that third position is kind of getting contested by everybody else on the Super Softs right now. So, like, the podium's up, but if Liam can keep it together, he's probably going to do okay. But Piper's trying to close it. He's already brought it down under a second there in the leads.
Oh, I thought Adams ran a little wide at Druids there, and Cool thought about having a look on the inside, but he didn't do it just then. And Graham is still there too, that BMW behind Cool. You know, he could be a threat as well to get on that bottom step of the podium. As you said there, McEwen and Piper have just pretty much checked themselves out from this battle that is going on for that third spot, and it's anyone's guess for sixth one back.
Well, the Hyundai's actually looking pretty good here. It's leading the race for the Super Softs currently, and then Clements is also in a Hyundai. Is he in the same team as Liam?
Liam's with Sharp. Liam's with Ash Sharp again.
Oh, gotcha. I mean, they're still not doing too bad. He's only 2 positions back of that, so leading the race and still being in the middle of the pack in the mediums.
Oh, he's gone a little wide through Paddock Hill with Sharp, and now we may lose that spot to Brian Ross, and indeed he does. So that's the Accelerate Motorsports driver making his way